you buying a duplex at the age of 21, and this being different times, because the market was definitely different 20 years ago versus now, you know, what does that do for you mentally, especially with the background that you have?
In terms of mentally, what do you mean?
In terms of, I actually bought this. You know, I'm 21 years old. You know, people have been telling me, oh, I'm finna have 4 or 5, 10 kids, you know, and this at 21 is what I have. How does that catapult you to where you are now?
You know, I'm not sure if that stuff really, like, now I'm 21, high school is over. I've graduated the top of my class. I've graduated again from the University of Florida. I have no school loans. Like, if that alone did not inspire you, then, you know, oh well. And so it's not history erased, but that no longer served me in that period. I just remember making, and I want to break this down because this is important. I was making a lot of money in commissions, and I wanted to become a realtor to make a lot of money so I could help a lot of people. And that was my goal. And then I started to read, I read Rich Dad Poor Dad in college. So I remembered the real estate portion of it. So when I started to make these large commissions, I probably made my income in 2 commissions. And I said, okay, how can I recycle this money so that it can make me money every month, so that when I decide not to sell anymore, like now, I don't really sell anymore. Like, what could I do? Where can I put this money? And I remember somehow connecting back to Rich Dad Poor Dad. I didn't have any more knowledge than that. I just took a risk. I took a risk. I put 3% down. The seller helped me with closing costs. And I remember making about $1,600 off that duplex every month. Of course, Claudienne put a new roof, new tiles, new floors. And I just remembered one thing, and I want people to hear this. I made $1,600 a month. My mind told me if I could do this 10 more times, at a minimum of $1,600 a month, I'd be at $16,000 a month. Sleep passively. And so when I looked at that, you know, $1,600 was very little at the time compared to what I was making. But it was a hustle, it was a bustle. No sleep, you know, staying up for 3 days in a row, you know, it wasn't even Red Bull at the time. It was a 5-hour energy drink at the time. And then no dose before that in college. And so, you know, I was just on the go. And I knew I would get to this age at one point. And I'm not old, but I want to enjoy life. And it was just, that was the game for me, to buy as many properties as I possibly could. Now, that duplex I sold. So just imagine I made $1,600 every month, and it went up as time went up, as time went by. And then I sold the building for nearly $400,000, and I bought it at $130,000. So not only, you know, I got this phone call from my girlfriend on my team the other day. She's buying investment property. She says, what's most important for you? Just to cover the mortgage? I said, no, I need to make money today, and I need to make money later when I sell. I don't want to own a bunch of property that's just paying for itself, because you may get in a crunch. We're going in a recession. Now you may need to sell those properties, and you can't, because what you owe and what the property is worth is now upside down. And so now you can't sell, or you can sell, you ain't gonna make no money. So think about it. I don't make any money all these years because I've just been doing enough to cover the mortgage. And now it's time for me to sell, and I can't even sell because we're in a recession.